to get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. You know what I mean?
Baby, now I got the flow. I'm about to pull up. He's peaceful colors. And I've been waiting so long. Now I gotta resurface. He ain't ready to stop. How the better we burn it. Cause I've been feeling cool time. I've been feeling cool time. Turn up.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is J.H. and I'm out here driving through a hurricane, baby. Listen, the title and the message today, I say the message today is different rules for different fools. That's dedication to my homie. Yes, different rules for different fools. What do I mean by different rules for different fools? Because sometimes we be working and it seems like some people can get away with certain things and other people get prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law when it comes down to the same things. Or rules only apply sometimes. You work for an organization where we have managers that are selective when they want to enforce rules. What does that mean? What does that mean? They can break certain rules when it is beneficial to them. But God forbid something happens and it's actually gonna hurt or somebody gets in trouble, they will throw you under the bus, drive over you, then back up over you again, and then hit you one more again to make sure they took care of business. For instance, suppose you got somebody that shows up early and they go and they punch in early, couple clicks early. And all of a sudden, after, about a month of that, you get pulled into the office and then you get a speaking to, listen, you're not supposed to be punching in early. You only got the clicks that you're supposed to be in. If it says you're supposed to be in here at 17:50, that's the time you're supposed to report to work. 17:50, not 17:48, not 17:49, and such. Or if you punch out early, you're supposed to punch out at 17:50, not 17:49, not 17:48. That's the time. That's it. If I see that you punched out early, I'm going to AWOL you, etc., etc. But then, you got Jack over here that they let punch in it. Oh, well, with Jack, he comes in a little extra early because he has to turn the alarm off for the place, and he has to check the trucks out, or he has to warm up the computer to make sure that the things are, well, his time is set the same time my time is. How come he gets to come in a little bit early? And you want to pull me in the office, but he comes in 20 clicks early every day. Why is he not getting spoke? Oh, because he's doing a little bit of extra. He might be doing, wait, no, man, different rules for different fools. I'm telling you, man, I know that there is 1,001 for instances, and if you have a few stories that you'd like to share, leave them in the comment section about different rules for different fools. You working at the desk and you at the counter, and then you supposed to take a credit card from somebody, and anything over $50, they supposed to, and you got to get a money order, and they supposed to do what, clerks? They supposed to show you their ID, right? Show you their ID. Why? Because there's so much fraud, right? Right. But it takes time to show the ID. Oh, I got to go back out to the car. I left my ID in the car. Cool. Then the postmaster or your manager comes out, hey man, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. No. You ain't got to do all of that. Why you got the sign on the counter? I ain't tell you to put the sign on the counter and tell them to do that. Take that sign down. I run this office. It's my office. You ain't got to worry about taking that ID. Hold on, cousin. I just came out of orientation. I just took a class. The class emphasized that I need to see people's ID because there's too much fraud going on. And you're telling me I don't need to see the ID because you want us to speed up to make your numbers look good? Stop faking the numbers. You want me to do this so that your numbers look good so I don't have to see the ID? But suppose there's some fraudulent stuff going on, and then all of a sudden I come up short on my end because somebody reported their credit card stolen, but you didn't want to see the ID, or you're telling me not to look at the ID. And now, when it all gets done, you're gonna forget that you told me that. That's why I mentioned, make sure you get that notepad. Oh well, Miss Patterson said, don't worry about it. No, this is the day she said it. Or when you see something that's going on, let me be clear. Let me be so clear. No employee is above this law. Okay? They tell you, Office of Inspector General and the postal inspectors, if you see something that's fishy, no matter who it is, you tell. No, you ain't snitching. Tell, oh man, you gonna snitch on them? Nah, Jay gonna straight up tell. You know why? Because I'm not gonna be part of that foolery. Because that's when what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. If you know that certain things are being looked over, or there's some fraudulent numbers, or you go back to your stations and they say, hey, you guys need to clock out. Everybody clock out at 6 o'clock. But I need you guys to finish putting your mail away after that. I need everybody off the clock at 6 o'clock. Well, but you want me to continue working? You report that. You report that. Enough of us is available to make sure that the right managers are put in place, or at least to let the managers know they are not untouchable. Because who is policing the managers? Different rules for different fools. My man Mr. P said that. You know who you are, Big Swole. Different rules for different fools. Nah, man, the rules gotta apply all the time, because I follow the rules to the T, if that's what you want me to do. But you can't have it both ways. You can't say, oh, well, today do something different, but every other day I need you to do it like this. No. Different rules for different fools. No. Somebody needs to hold them accountable like they hold us accountable. If you're doing things you're not supposed to do because your manager is telling you to do something that is wrong, in the handbook it is wrong. Now, don't get what's wrong and you just don't want to do it mixed up or confused. No. Because I don't want to have to go and sweep my stations and get all the garbage out of them. But I have to. That's my job. If I got to do it twice, that's part of my job. But if they tell me, hey, I need you to do that off the clock, or make sure you scan out, but you're still sitting there at that station. No, what you mean? If I scan out that I departed that station, and I'm still there working at that station, and I slip and fall and bump my head, and they go by the records, and it says on the scanner, it says that I departed, but the GPS says that I'm still sitting there, I willingly and willfully and knowingly created a false record on a government device, and my name is on it every time I scan in. My name. And if that continues, it makes the station look good. Nobody wants to stir up the garbage. Nobody likes being that person. I don't like being that person. But the only way to make things right is to make sure that the managers know everybody is going to be held accountable when it comes down to it. We're not just going to be lying every single time to make them look good. But when the time comes and I said, oh, well, you know, I did what you said, but I twisted my ankle. Oh, no, ain't nobody tell you to be there doing that. What? You forget so soon? Okay, slap me silly and shave me naked. No, sir. Somebody need to be held accountable. Create your own records. Report things that ain't supposed to be done. because it shouldn't be different rules for different fools. This is JH, and we out.